Hello Minecraft Math Superstars. Are you ready for today's lessons? Lines, rays, segments, and droppers. Yay! Which obviously means that we are going to build droppers with lines, rays, and segments. Isn't that awesome and obvious? Cool. Well, let's get started. Part 1. Building the dropper. Have your teacher put you in World Builder mode and get ready to write the fill command, which is one line of code that is going to build a huge column for us to create our dropper in. So to open a line of code, you simply hit the slash button. That is the same button the question mark is on. Now I can write a line of code, and I'm going to write fill for the fill command. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 tildes. So I do that by hitting space, tab, space, tab, space, tab, just like that. There's always a space between a tilde. Now, if you don't know what a tilde is, like I said, it's that squiggly line. A tilde allows a number to be inputted in a code. The first 3 tildes we are going to leave blank because they're for direction. If I wanted this dropper to be built above me, I might use it. Or to the left of me, I might use it. But no, I want to be the marker for the dropper. So we're going to leave those 3 tildes blank. The next 3 tildes are the important ones. That's where you're going to enter your length, height, and width. So I'm going to hit space, tab. And now I'm going to want a width of 20. As you noticed, I wrote a 19. That's because in code, 0 counts as a 1. So every number you input here, the actual length will come out 1 block longer because 0 counts as a 1. Okay. Also, one thing important about a number. There is no space between a tilde and a number, but there always is a space between tildes. So I'm going to hit space, tab. A new tilde pops up. This is going to be for my height. I want my dropper 60 blocks tall. Yeah, I want to do 60. So I'm going to put in 59. And one more would be 60. Then I'm going to hit space, tab. This last tilde is for my width. I want it to match my length at 20, so I'm going to put 19. Cool. Now we entered how large we want our column. Now we have to tell the code what block to use. I prefer sea lantern and glowstone because they have their own light. However, you might like concrete and wool, or I don't know, you're the artist. So let's put in our kind of block. I'm going to write SEA for C. And hit tab and use that predictive text. I don't want a sea pickle. I don't want seagrass. I hit tab again. I hit tab a third time and it took me to sea lantern. That's the one I want. So I'm going to hit space, and now I'm going to enter what kind of sea lantern I want. Well, there's only one kind of sea lantern, so I'm going to hit 0. If you're choosing concrete or wool, you can use numbers 0 to 15 to change the color. For instance, concrete number 4 would give you yellow concrete, and concrete 10 would give you purple concrete. Remember, there is a space, one space between sea lantern and the 0. Next, I'm going to hit space, and I'm going to write the letter H for hollow. I don't want this thing to be filled with blocks. I want it to be hollow. And then I hit tab. It's really good to use the tab for predictive text because if the tab doesn't work, it means you have a bug in your code. Now that I have the fill command written down here, I'm going to hit enter, and boom. Break out of it. Fix your hole. And voila, we have our dropper. It's 20 blocks long, 20 blocks wide, and 60 blocks tall. When you get to the top, break some holes for how you want your players to jump in. Cool. Write the fill command, build your dropper, make some holes on top, and come back for part 2, how points make your dropper fun.